But they didn't, and the game was sitting on hair trigger in the fourth quarter, and that's what happened.
And Rodgers took it over.
Okay? And yet he took over the post game with his narrative. This is my guy. Alan Lazard is my guy. He's my new best friend. He sits next to me in the meetings. So how do I know Alan Lazard? Because for 4 straight years, I had to deal with him as a University of Oklahoma fan when he played at Iowa State. I don't know if Jenny did any of these games, but Alan Lazard was hellacious good. And how he went undrafted, I don't know, because he's 6'5", 230, and he ran 4.55 at the combine, and he annihilated OU every year. Every year he would get a bunch of catches. I could give you all the catches that he had. One year is 5 for 51, then 8 for 101, 6 for 76. But the key game was in 2017, they were a 31-point underdog, and how they were with David Montgomery and Hakeem Butler and Alan Lazard on their team. All these guys are going to be really good NFL players. They go in as a 31-point underdog to Norman, Oklahoma against Baker Mayfield. And guess what happened? They won 38-31 because Alan Lazard caught a 25-yard touchdown pass with 2 minutes left to win the game. Biggest upset to me, I came in the next Monday. You won't remember this, but I told you it was the worst upset in Norman in the history of the great Oklahoma program against Lincoln Riley and Baker Mayfield. And that guy did it. So how that guy didn't get drafted, then he bounced to a couple teams, then Green Bay at the end of camp this year cut him, and he passed all the way through waivers, and they said, okay, we'll take him back on the practice squad. Then they had injury, and they said, let's activate him.
Crazy.
Okay, so then Aaron had to make it all about him. I found him.
Oh, my goodness. There you go.
And then it was all about me wanting him on the field. I went over and I told our young coach, I want him on the field. I want him. Yeah.
Let me do this.
And then Aaron went so far as to say that the kid came to him after one play and campaigned. Would Aaron let any other receiver, Geronimo or even Devontae, would any of those guys get to campaign for, I got him on this route. I want this route on third down.
That's what a good listener does. That's what leaders do. Leaders take advice, get input. So what you thinking about this?
That's what showmen do after the game.
Oh, my goodness.
That's when the quarterback is all about me, me, me. Listen to what I did.
Skip.
We didn't really need the head coach. And then he said the head coach on the key third down play that went for 35 yards and touchdown, he gave us an option of this play or that play. And I said, no, I'm going to run this play to Allen because we got this.
Yeah.
Right? So it wasn't about the young head coach. It was about me.
It never is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Way to go.
It never.
Aaron.
Instead of congratulating.
I told you he made 2 or 3 throws that were the best I've seen him make in a long time.
Instead of you giving Aaron his flowers now, what do you want to do? You try to pile on the man's grave. You try to, he made it all about himself.
He's in his grave already?
No. All I'm saying is that he went to the receivers coach and he says, can I have him? I need him now. I'm down Devontae. I'm down.
He's my new best friend. He sits by me in the meetings.
Really? Hey, remind me of me and Elway. We started,
But Alan Lazard's like the 9th receiver on the roster.
I don't think that was ever you.
That should tell you. That's what he did with the 9th guy on the roster. Your guy, minus Amari Cooper, what'd he do? Nothing. Couldn't even get a tub. Couldn't get a tub.
He brought him back from 21 to 3 down.
How many touchdowns did he throw?
Well, he ran for a huge one that almost tied the game.
He a running back? He a running back?
Yeah, he's really good.
No, quarterback, I wanted to throw it.
Yeah.
Throw it.
He had the 7th best QBR of anybody who played in a pro football game in week 6. You like that?
Skip, look. There are some throws that Aaron Rodgers made. That one to Valdez Scantling to start the fourth quarter.
I thought it was sensational.
And Scantling does a great job. He knows he insides release, but he knows he has a landmark. Normally it's 42-4. I got to be 42 yards down the field, 4 yards from the sideline.
Wow.
And he does a great job of what we call stacking the DB. He gets in front of him, puts him in a trail position. Aaron Rodgers drops it out of the sky. Thing came from a drone. He dropped it out of the sky in a drone. You know, the drones deliver packages now. Amazon brought one to my house the other day. Dropped it out. Caught it. Yep.
In your backyard?
That's how Aaron Rodgers dropped that ball. Don't worry about it. Stop telling people.
You want Amazon to know where you live.
They know where I live. They dropped that. Look at this. Look at this, Skip.
You probably have drone defense above your house, right? You have like drone radar?
Skip, look at this here. This is what we call dropping the bucket. 42-4.
Yeah. That's one of 2 balls that Valdez Scantling caught last night.
That's all we need.
That's all you need.
That's all we need.
Really?
Yep.
How do you explain he had a QBR of only 42? That's
Where all them drops. Did they fact?
How do you explain that Aaron Rodgers went 1 of 4 in the red zone last night?
Skip.
Huh.
What about those drops?
Dak is better
Let me ask you a question. Did Jimmy Graham drop a touchdown? You saw Jimmy Graham drop that touchdown.
He did.
You saw that young man bobble the ball that led to a pick going the other way.
He bobbled it because his feet went completely out from under him and it hit him in the face mask.
What they got to do with me? What they got to do with me? Beat him up, ball. Aaron Rodgers, what you want Aaron Rodgers to hand it to him? He can't throw it any better?
That was the same kid that Aaron Rodgers failed to see break wide open in the end zone at the end of the Eagles game.
That's why he dropped it anyway.
Yeah.
He'd have dropped it anyway.
You think so?
That's why, Skip, there's a reason why they put more cleats in the front of your shoe than the back. Stay off your heels and he wouldn't have slipped.
Yeah. So Aaron's IQ, his football IQ, is so high that he computed on the final throw against the Eagles. Let's see. The kid is open, wide open over in the flat in the end zone. Nobody went with him because the Eagles blow the coverage and 2 go with Valdez-Scantling. So I don't want to throw it to him because he'll drop it. So I'll force the ball in here to Valdez-Scantling, who's only like a half yard beyond the line of scrimmage already, and they're from like the 2.
Skip is only second down, and they had another time.
I'm going to force it into him, and the ball's going to get tipped up and intercepted, right?
Whatever.
Okay, I love that play.
First of all,
that's
look,
really brilliant.
All I know is Green Bay is 5-1, and they went to Dallas and beat your team.
They did.
So
came down to an onside kick.
They didn't come out of anything.
Yes, it did.
No, it did not, Skip. Skip, why you can't just give the man credit?
I did. I said he threw the ball in the fourth quarter, the best I've seen him throw it in a long, long time.
So in the first 3 quarters, he was just bull jiving.
Well, I don't know. He just looked like the same old game manager type guy. You know, the guy whose stats have fallen each of the last 4 years and who right now ranks 16th in the league. How many teams are there? 32. So maybe that's right in the middle of QBR.
I guarantee you. The Dallas Morning News, I think they had a poll where they polled fans, and 89% of them say they think Jason Garrett should be fired. I bet if you poll those same fans and ask them, would you rather have Aaron Rodgers or Dak Prescott? How many of those fans said, I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers than Dak Prescott? I bet you it'd be 98%.
For next Sunday or for the next 5 years?
I'm saying for the next 5 years.
Oh, it'd be all Dak Prescott all the time.
You ought to be ashamed.
Well, he's played Aaron 4 times now, and his QBR is still better than Aaron's last 4 games.
And every time he keeps coming to my restaurant getting these flaming hot ales. As a matter of fact, they're on the menu now, Jenny, as the Cowboy special. Flaming hot ales, right off the grill.
Well, maybe if he could coach the team the way Aaron coaches his team, maybe that would help.
Hot ales, get them while they're hot. I don't give a D if you like them or not. Hot ales over here.
They've been popular on the menu.
They're very popular for the Cowboys. Last 3 weeks, I can't keep them.
How many times has Dak Prescott eaten in your restaurant since he started as the starting quarterback?
Oh, he can't. Last 3 weeks, I can't keep him out.
Yeah.
I can't keep him out of the restaurant.
Last 3 years.
I mean,
How many times he's owned your restaurant?
He keep me. They're like the Popeye biscuit. That Popeye chicken and biscuit.
That's sold out.
That keep me out of the meals.
Yeah. Would you believe he's had his own booth at your restaurant over the last 3 years? Because nobody's won as many games except Tom Brady.
Where have been the last 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Who restaurant he come the last 3 weeks?
It's a long season.
Guess what? Guess where he'll be back next week, Skip?
Okay.
My restaurant, get that Cowboy
special.
special.
Guarantee that?
A flaming hot ale.
Guaranteed, says Shannon Sharp?
Yep.
Eagles are guaranteed to beat the Cowboys, says Shannon Sharp.
Yep.
Cowboys, are you listening? Because Cowboys need external motivation because we don't have a head coach.
Hold on.
We have him in face only, in clap only.
Hold on. Didn't the Eagles beat the Packers in Lambeau? The Packers got on a plane and went to Dallas and beat you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel comfortable.
Wait, didn't the Eagles just get torched by Kirk Cousins?
Woo! Yes, they did.
Whoa.
Not mad about it.
He gonna light y'all up too. He gonna light y'all up too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boy, he's 1-6 against us in his lifetime. And he's 0-4 against Dak Prescott.
Look at that.
Yikes.
They're about to name AT&T Stadium after Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
Yeah, the Rogers Center. That's what it's known as, the Rogers Center.
Yeah, it's in Dallas, Texas, because he's got a hex over us.
He owns that.
Yeah.
I mean, Dak ought to give him a part of that contract.
Dak, but Dak's outplayed him.
No, he hasn't. Skip, stop saying that.
Well, his QBR, Dak's QBR is just better than Aaron's in all 4 games.
You want QBR, you want them 3 dubs.
Yeah. Well, he can't play safety, you know. I wish he could.
It looked like he can't play quarterback in the first half either.
Really?
You want to talk about that?
I think he's played really well.
Skip, 31-3, 21-3.
He's the comeback king. He's the new king of pro sports.
Skip,
comeback king.
Skip, it's only a comeback if you win.
Oh.
It's not. They don't call it a comeback if you lose.
have to say I agree with that one. But you're really going to guarantee an Eagles win?
And me and old Dougie P already
Guaranteed
did.
you're not
and
doing
Dougie
it.
P.
You're not showing me your guts. I need to hear it.
Dougie P and I already guaranteed an Eagles win.
Well,
Okay,
it feels
so you
like
do
it.
guarantee it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He's guaranteeing it, but someone else is backtracking with what he has to say, and that is Mr. Dougie P. Do you guys have a problem with what he's saying now? We will go there next. Don't forget, you can check us out every day on the Fox Sports channel on SiriusXM.